wonder, imagination. It's the books we read that help unlock the beauty of the world and everything we see, not just as it is, but as it could be. I'm captivated by the wonder that exists in books, and especially in fairy tales. The best lift the veil of mundane existence to reveal the beauty that exists in the stories we live every day. I wanted to tell my own version of the classic fairy tale. You see, most of the old fairy tales present the princess as a victim passively waiting for rescue. I wanted a fairy tale that explored the idea of the princess as a real, relatable, and most importantly, dynamic character. So I wrote my own. The book I wrote is called The Dagger and the Rose. It's an extended fairy tale which tells the story of an adopted princess, Iris, and her journey to escape and eventually recapture love. She sets out to find her birth mother and is confronted at every turn with sacrifice and struggle. Throughout her journey, she is challenged by the responsibility and the vulnerability which are at the heart of true joy and real love. Our desire for joy and love is why it is so important to me that Iris be a relatable character. We need to see ourselves in Iris because we are Iris every day. Anytime we make a wrong decision, we have to deal with the consequences. Each time we choose to embrace hardships, we become larger, better, more beautiful, and more real. We are living Iris' story. I knew from the start that The Dagger and the Rose had to be illustrated. If I wanted to capture the innocent wonder of a fairy tale, I needed a quality illustrator. So I was thrilled to discover Leah Morrison, whose work I absolutely love, and who has already shown an incredible understanding of the joy, the terror, and the beauty of this story.
The way I treat watercolors is somewhat unique, at least compared to modern illustrations, because they're not actually very watery. I like to push the watercolors to be much darker and tighter than usual. So kind of like a lot of classic watercolor illustrations, I like to go back and forth between adding paint and pulling it off until it gets as tight as I want it to be. I absolutely love fairy tales. I feel like they speak to the part of our human spirit that is longing for there to be more to life than what we see on the outside. And when I started reading, my imagination was just flooded with all of these beautiful images. The story inspires you to think deeper about your life and the things that we give influence over us. And it inspires you to think deeper about the people around you as being more than just simply good or bad. And I think that this is a big part of Bill's book. And so I'm really excited to be a part of this.
I've already completed the manuscript and taken it through a complete series of edits. Now I'm working with Leah to integrate the illustrations. The funding will go to cover the cost of those illustrations, as well as some high-quality prints, formatting for the book, a complete print run in hardcover and paperback, and recording and mastering the audiobook. Any additional funds will be reinvested in marketing the book. I already have a terrific publisher, an illustrator, and all the parts lined up. I just need your help turning this exciting project into a reality. Of course, this project won't fund without backers. So there's some really great rewards for you, since making a pledge is what ultimately brings this book to life. Without you, The Dagger and the Rose can't exist. So be sure to get the word out. Spread this project on social media. Tell your friends, your neighbors, anyone you can. By backing this book, you show that the world is still looking for wonder and excitement. Now go out and see the world, not just as it is, but as you can imagine it to be. Thank you.